which country we might be attacking now to divert from
I was just going to tell you really quickly, just to go back, and then we'll
Okay.
do that, because definitely we are in place in Iran, which he criticized Obama for, saying, oh, he's going to start a war in Iran.
Let's talk about that. What would you want to tell me first?
So the takeaways consistently from pundits and different news sites like NPR as far as the State of the Union, number one biggest problem, he completely ignored the economy and the difficulties that people are facing.
Affordability.
He made fun of affordability again. He said it's a Democratic hoax. Nobody was talking about it. And I think that's not the own that you think it is. They weren't talking about it because they could afford ability.
Right.
They had ability to afford.
But the reality is that when he was running, he was saying things are out of expensive, but that's what he won on. And as I said in the Armageddon update,
He posed in front of groceries.
but I didn't feel like it. My feelings. Why don't you just look something up?
And
people?
eggs.
Eggs. And
How are eggs now, guys?
Are they
how are your
affordable?
feelings and how are eggs?
What are the affordability of eggs?
He literally did a video in front of groceries. He ran on affordability.
This amazing word, groceries. This old-fashioned word. Nobody uses it anymore. You know what it means? It's like a bag when you put stuff in it at the supermarket, and it's gross. And what's in it? You know what they use the word? Groceries. Great word.
It's because he never had to get them. He doesn't know what they're called.
You also put whole milk in with a W.
He touted the stock market like he does every time, and I scream at the TV because most people don't have stock.
Right.
It's crazy to me that they think that he's the guy for them. He's so in touch with what I need, and yet he tells you everything's fine. My stock is killing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not everybody has stock. That's the whole point of it. Also, when Biden left, it was 49. So basically, it's got up to 50. So it's gone up 1,000.
Yeah. So if you're looking at trending, Biden broke records
Like 30. Yeah,
constantly, over and over, higher and higher, and it has continued in that trend.
Right.
But now Trump is taking. He actually here's another him not taking responsibility for bad things and taking responsibility for good things that weren't his.
Right.
Do you remember when he was running against Biden and the stock market kept breaking records?
Right.
He said it was because people knew he was
going to
coming.
be president. They knew he was going to be president. I'm looking forward to it. They know I'm coming. They're going to invest in the stock because they know I'm going to create an economic boom that is unparalleled. But he can't say unparalleled.
His approval ratings are at or near record lows of all time. And people are blaming his policies, particularly tariffs, for making it worse.
I heard that they are the lowest ever recorded by any presidential candidate. Any president. Also, and I brought up in the Armageddon update, 125. They did it for They did it his first term. His first term, they said he was the worst president ever. This term, they said, no. This term is the worst ever. Guess who the second one is? I'll say it again.
Trump.
Yeah. He's 1 and 2 worst president ever. Then they did it based on all the same criteria. They said Biden is 14th. But people didn't feel it. Yeah. I didn't feel like it was okay.
The second thing, his midterm message was not new. There was nothing new. He didn't come up with new policies, ways to fix things. He bitched about immigration, crime, and culture wars. Same bullshit he's been doing for 10 years, which is dumb, I think, given that he's polling so low on those policies.
But he's not. But as you keep saying, we keep watching him do the exact wrong thing, and it makes both of us go, he's never leaving. Don't you get that? You get that he's never leaving.
That, yeah. Number 3, he provided no legislative agenda.
None.
So typically in State of the Union, they kind of laundry list what they plan to accomplish.
2 weeks.
Not at all in this speech. There were, I guess he said about 5 things that he's going to ask Congress to do. That is codify his attempt to lower drug prices. Of course, he's branded it with his name, which makes me want to vomit. He wants to pass the Stop Insider Trading Act. He wants to pass the Delilah Law, which would ban commercial licenses for immigrants in the country.
Commercial licenses?
Anyone without a legal status. He wants to restore funding for DHS more.
More. He wants more. Oh, right. They killed that. That's right.
Democrats are, after what happened in Minnesota, they're not.
No, not going to happen.
And he wants to pass the Save America Act.
Just got killed in the Senate.
Require proof of citizenship.
It just got killed in the Senate. It's dead in the Senate. I just sent that out today. You know what we need? Here's what I hope happens. There's going to be a day this is over. There's going to be a day. I don't think J.D. Vance has the charisma or the likability to become president. And I do believe that by the end of this, it's how many of us survive it is going to be so bad. What's going to happen is that there's going to be an overwhelming Democratic Congress and Senate and then presidency. I think they're going to go through and just take his name off of everything forever. Did you know that the Kennedy Center is closed? It's shuttered. It's closed now. The Donald Trump, because nobody will play it. Wow. Nobody will go. I'll go anywhere.
I always think about the Saddam statue toppling.
Yes.
And that's what I pray for. Interesting what you said about J.D. Vance. Gavin Newsom just sat down with Jen Psaki, which I really want to see. It aired last night. He says that J.D. Vance may be even more dangerous than Trump.
Well, he's hooked. Peter Thiel's the one who got him put up there. Was bankrolling him. So there's a lot of money. And also, can we get this?
He says Vance and Rubio were two of the most effective critics of Trump before joining his administration. He said, but Vance is a unique fraud, arguing that he's a little more dangerous than other members of Trump's circle because of those allies in Silicon Valley, like Peter Thiel. He said some of his biggest funders, the way they talk, if you listen to them, there's a nihilism to the way they talk about the world.
Do you know they have a plan? They want to actually create their own oligarch states where they get to make their own laws and they get to have their own people that work for them. They want to make their own like islands. They want
also to clear out most of the population. They say that. They've said that out loud. That we need to get rid of how many people?
They want the population down to 500 million. We're at 8 billion right now.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. 7.5 billion.
Newsom also said that he will not put it past Trump to put his name on the ballot again if Democrats don't take back the House. I am highly concerned we're not going to have those midterms.
When I watch smart people on shows that we watch news and they say, we're not kidding. He's going to try to stop the midterms. That's part of all this stuff with Preddy and Good and all this shit that went on in Minneapolis. And that's to do it. He wants us to. I think the best thing to do, guys, is line dance when you protest. I think we cannot attack. We cannot be crazy. Some of us are going to die line dancing, but I'm okay with that.
I think you mean flash mob.
Flash mob,
what that's called.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was raised white trash, so.
It's line dancing.
Yeah. What do they call it when you do like the electric slide? The electric slide is
it's
line dancing.
Okay. But now if you show up in a public place and do it as a group as kind of a surprise, it's a flash mob.
Yeah.
When I performed at Brea Improv like several years ago, they let me do my whole show. Or maybe
it's Irvine.
Oh no, Irvine.
It's Irvine.
Do you remember the granny flash mob?
The granny flash mob, yeah.
Because I always talk about my grandma Jean. I was like, how do you guys know that this would make me this happy? I love old people, but old people in a group doing a flash mob? Come on.
I have this, people are afraid about AI, I think, for the wrong reasons. I did radio this morning here in Denver, and I said, what if AI, because I've been experiencing, I've been using it, for stuff, and I'm starting to use it for how we market the podcast, and I'm going to use it for, today I found out you can go and it'll make you a song. So every guys, from now on, every Armageddon update, we're going to have a song about what the Armageddon update is, like a blues song or something that'll be funny. Because it does it in like 25 seconds.
That's insane.
If you prompt it, and it'll be the baddest ass blues song you ever heard, but it'll be like, he's in the files 500,000 times. It'll be like that. So we'll do that. So what if AI, because there's going to be a day it's uncontrollable. And this is every horror science fiction movie we've ever seen. The monster creators, Peter Thiel, Zuckerberg, they go, all right, we're going to make this, and Musk, we're going to own it. Well, at one point, you can't control the monster.
Right.
So what if AI goes, what works throughout history? And they see, well, keeping people down and income inequality doesn't work. What if AI is like, all right, here's what we're going to do. Instead of being like the Terminator and trying to kill Sarah Connor, what it does is it goes, we need to distribute the wealth evenly and then society will be perfect. And Zuckerberg wakes up, instead of $200 billion in the bank, he's got $5 million, and we all have
How will he live?
And we all have $5 million. That would be
So I just want to remind you that Geoffrey Hinton, Nobel Prize winning, called the godfather of AI,
Yep.
left Google several years ago so that he could come out and speak freely, saying that rapidly advancing AI that he was working on poses a 10 to 20% risk of wiping out humanity. He cautions AI could become more intelligent than humans based on what he saw, and take control, create, and deploy misinformation or malicious autonomous weapons within 10 to 20 years.
Well, let's be clear. That's a big jump. And Chipotle has a 10 to 20% chance of ending humanity.
Well, that's actually probably higher.
So just, it almost ended me twice. That's why I don't eat Chipotle anymore.
It did.
But here's what that would take. Here's what it would take. AI would have to be malevolent instead of benevolent. And I think what that would take is you have to program it that. But I believe that.
Right.
But if you programmed it like that, and this is just what I've experienced using it, I prompt mine to be very dead honest with me. Very dead honest. Don't give me bad news. I want to hear the bad news.
But that's not real.
Well, eventually what it does, though, is it starts creaking. Yeah, but it's based on...
We all carry an implicit bias, right? That even we can't see
Right.
in the way that we speak.
Right.
The
Agreed.
things that you believe are true are not always what I believe are true or what happened.
Believe me, I know it.
And, exactly. And so I also wonder if there's an innate drive in every being to win. And that's kind of what he's talking about.
But that would make it happen.
That's the guy that made it that you're arguing
But
with.
he's only talking 10 to 20%. He didn't say 80%.
No. Of wiping out humanity.
Well, there's another thing.
But the other side of the warning was within 10 to 20 years, based on what he saw after developing it, it is going
that would mean
take
that
over.
would mean that all these Tesla robots that are going to be
Robots.
the robots. I said it on the radio today. I talked about robots, and I only said robots. That means that these Tesla robots that are coming up with are going to be with AI, which means that transfers to them. And that means someone did a thing and they asked, I follow this guy that his big Instagram thing was he would prompt ChatGPT, what do you think is going to happen to humanity if AI becomes sentient? And it said, if AI becomes sentient, humankind will be gone by 2039. It'll be done by 39 based on history and whatever. And you're like, huh. So strap in, fuckers. The ride's going to be fun for the next 20.
the guy that created it. You need a nap. This episode brought to you by Helix Mattress. I gotta tell you, not being at home where that mattress is.
Oh my.
It is quite. What did I say when I got up today?
You're achy and you feel like an old person.
I am in pain, you guys, like really bad pain, and it starts in my mid back and it goes down into like my sciatic nerve and down my legs, and that's whenever we aren't sleeping at home. Helix. What I love about it is it's so tailored to you. So you go online on their website, you take a sleep quiz. It asks you several questions. It takes just like a minute or two. And based on your answers, how you sleep, how many people, blah, 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 it spits out your results. Because they don't just have a mattress. They have, all different levels and kinds of mattresses. And so based on ours, I think it gave me 2 options or 3, I can't remember now. And people, they ran a study that you can go see on their website. They found that 82% of people involved saw an increase in their deep sleep cycle while sleeping on a Helix mattress. I wear an Aura ring now, and you can see it'll track your sleep and tell you how much light sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep you get.
Can confirm. We actually we don't not only have the Helix mattress. I bought a Helix mattress. Got the mattress. I want to name our country mattress.
I like that.
Mattress. We have a Helix mattress And Ray and I found out with a topper that I bought that didn't last very long that we really like a softer mattress.
Yeah.
And so I ordered a Helix topper. That one we have is a Helix topper. It's 3 inches. And again, so we got the great mattress, then we added a softer topper on top of it, and it is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like when we're home, we
They
sleep
have
better. I didn't like
pillows,
last night here.
too.
Didn't sleep.
No, you didn't actually. I woke up at 3 a.m. and I thought he was gone at radio, and I looked at the clock and I was like, oh no. And he was sitting here actually in the living room wide awake, even though he had radio at 7. So anyway, you can actually track your sleep with your watch or your ring, and you're going to see a massive difference, I think. Go to helixsleep.com/Titus, and that's where you can do your sleep quiz. You can just try it. Just go try the quiz and see what it tells you. Also, they have easy returns and exchanges. It's called Happy with Helix Guarantee. It gives you a risk-free 120-night sleep trial and a limited lifetime warranty. helixsleep.com/Titus, and you'll get 27% off site-wide. Exclusive for Titus podcast listeners, helixsleep.com/Titus.